All right, welcome back to another session. Um, could I have everyone please type your character level in the Roll20 chat? Ooh, this is exciting. We are getting up there in numbers. All right, and who can recap what happened last session?
Oh yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah, basically.
Wasn't there something to do with? Was Gemma there for that? For the talking to the guy, the ghost
No, that was
in
the
the.
session prior.
Okay, all right.
Yes, the one great thing about D&D is that a lot of times sessions just kind of run together. Um, which I totally realized I did not update the session reward summary last time. But that's the reason why I do that, so we can kind of distinguish between what actually happened the latest session. Yeah, so you guys have. Let me just look up something really quick. Uh,
I forgot that Karu took notes for Gemma, when we went to do that.
Oh, nice.
Okay, we wrote it down in pictures. Cause I thought you'd like to see what it looks like in the writing on the wall.
I would.
cool. So yeah, so you guys are down at a place called Warlock's Crypt. You just defeated the vampire and vampire spawn. Um, what do you guys want to do at this point?
Go back to town.
So, what are these runes? They were on archways?
Yeah, that was on a weird archway into the room to get to the ghost man.
Hmm.
By man, I mean giant. There was a giant in there that was backstabbed by his father and died there, and his soul is trapped in there, um, because he has unfinished business of killing his dad, which daddy issues. So we have to go do that at some
Oh
point.
my god.
And do we know these runes?
You guys know Harshnag knew the ice rune, so the bottom right one. It's the rune basically that represents ice or frost. So it's for the frost giants.
Like, do we know the other ones? Do we know their names or no?
I'm
Uh,
assuming Stein is.
Yeah, I mean, if
yeah, you knew the names, but not
okay.
necessarily what they mean.
So, sky is probably for cloud, and stein is probably for stone. And then the top two are, I don't know, actually.
You don't have a book on some ancient giant ruins or anything like that?
No, I don't think so.
Well, yeah. There's also all of these other like important historical figures in statue form. I
I
thought
guess I
you'd
can make a history check.
Sure, go for it.
noise.
I'm never gonna roll well.
Um, you we'll say to make it easier that yes, you can confirm that the sky rune is for represents cloud giants. The sign rune represents stone giants.
Okay,
Um, you're not sure about the other three though.
that's fair. I'm also not sure about the other three, so. So what were we doing?
I guess going back to town, unless we're
Oh
done.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a few. So obviously, Waterdeep is up here, right? Uh, Candlekeep is right here, and Athkatla, which is that fourth location you can buy magic items in, is actually all the way down here at the bottom of the map. I
Um,
was able to get that city location in the image as well.
oh nice. So it says we'll forfeit our reward if we're not back within a certain time period to turn in the bounty.
hmm
And I think we risk that if we go down to Candlekeep first. At the same time, there's no reward for this except what we found.
Let's double check that. Tier 1 bounty. Correct. So that's more of a blanket statement for like everything else. Some obviously will have listed rewards.
Right, I'm wondering if they'll be mad at us if we take our time coming back.
I mean, there's only
We
one way to
could
find
stop
out.
in to see if they have stuff with the mints.
Yeah, I'd like to cast Sending and just ask that of Cornelius. Like, hey, we've cleaned up here. We'd like to go somewhere else. We know that there's no particular bounty reward waiting for us. Is it a problem if we take a little longer coming back?
The response. I'm not going to do the 25 words because I don't feel like counting right now. Um, the basic response you get though is no, that's fine. Thank you for letting us know, so that we don't think you're dead and we send somebody else.
In other words, thumbs up, winky tongue face.
Sure.
That's how it works. Emojis, right?
I just cast Sending to Cornelius and he just responded thumbs up winky text face. Or what does that mean?
I think it means we're good to go.
Okay, okay.
Ugh, men.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? Where do you guys want to go?
I guess Yor, how do you feel about going to Candlekeep? Was there
We
stuff
could
you
go
wanted to
there.
do?
There is some stuff there I want to do, but it can wait. We could also see what's in this other town where we can buy things.
Athkatla?
hmm
Yeah, if we're going to Athkatla, we should go to Candlekeep first. Or on the way back, either way. Since it's on the way.
Is there a guild hall in Baldur's Gate?
Not in Baldur's Gate. There is one in Athkatla though.
Okay. Is there anyone in Afkatla who would be able to give us bounties as well, or no?
Unfortunately, no. Um, let's assume that you guys use or have asked that question before of Cornelius, and he will say that once you guys hit the, what do I want to set this as? Um, Once you hit the tier 3 bounties, then basically you can turn them in wherever, or they will always be available in any guild hall. But for right now, everything has to go through Waterdeep until you build up that rapport.
Okay.
Okay, so what does the group want to do? I've heard a lot of suggestions, but no clear direction.
I think we're better off going back to Waterdeep. We don't have a lot of money. We're not going to earn money in Candlekeep. We're better off going back there. We can teleport to Baldur's Gate and travel to Candlekeep whenever we feel like it.
I don't think we have a location in Baldur's Gate, do we?
Nope.
Where did we have a location?
You
We had
guys,
one half.
it's on the other map. You have a location in, or actually, you can kind of see it up here. It's Loudwater.
Loudwater.
So anything really on this map, obviously excluding Waterdeep, you don't really have any teleportation location.
Okay.
Because most of the time people don't travel all the way. If you're in Waterdeep, you typically only go north or you typically only go south. You don't typically travel the full length of that coast.
So, while it's like time consuming in terms of days to go, it doesn't necessarily have to be time consuming in terms of game time to go to Candlekeep.
Yeah.
What research do we have to conduct? So, maybe some stuff about giants, maybe some stuff about nimble rights. I don't know, the history of Waterdeep or something. And what does that get us, like, from learning that? We, at this point, we already have like our story beats, whereas before we didn't. Like, we have something to do. We have some way to progress the story.
Yeah, there are a few other things. Obviously, you still have the quest uh, from the Cloud Giant Ghost that you guys can start on at least if you wish. Um, but because of how fast you guys are able to travel, you guys are also able to kind of, hit up wherever you want, basically. You would also know that if you head to Athkatla, you guys do have that ship that goes from Athkatla all the way up to Luskan. That transports goods and stuff. So you could theoretically actually get back up to Waterdeep in I think it's in about 10 days is what it would take by sea versus all of that land travel.
Is there room for the carriage?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, this is a massive ship.
Okay,
And we might as well see what's in Afkatla.
okay,
So we're getting on a boat.
probably. Yeah.
I want to polymorph into a giant octopus.
Well, not yet, but. Or do you want to do that right now?
When we get there, when we get on the boat,
Okay.
I could be an octopus. Just putting it out there.
Okay.
I'm feeling very tentacle.
So, it's going to take you because of difficult terrain inside the forest, right? It's going to take you probably about 2 days to fully get out of the forest. After that, you'll be traveling, at your regular, super, super fast speed. So, let's have, let's have each of you. Oh, perfect. There are 6 of you. Let's have each of you please roll a d20. See if there are any random encounters.
I failed you all. I roll high no matter what I do.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys have made it out of the forest, and then just give me a second to calculate. And I'll have a stop right around here just in case you end up wanting to go to Candlekeep. Otherwise, you guys can just head straight on to Athkatla.
Yeah, I think we should stop at Candlekeep on the way, because there's a lot about the giants we don't know yet.
Okay, does that work for everyone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna mark the full distance then really quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, so it's going to take about 14 days in total. Go all the way down to Candlekeep, backtrack a little bit, and then continue all the way down to Athkatla. Okay, so give me a second to. Is this it? No, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Okay, let's have each of you, or actually, we'll do this one at a time. Um, Karu, can I have you please roll 3d20?
3D what?
3d20.
Oh, you got it.
Alrighty. Yami, can I have you please roll 3d20? Oh boy. Alright. Yami, can I please have you roll twice on the road/trail roll recursive? Okay. So.
This is the same dragon, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And, coming out of the sky, Vex is like, Karu, wait. I've tried using this card, but apparently you were busy. I require your services. Karu.
Was I supposed to do something?
Vex is swooping down, and is waving your little card, and says that for some reason it's not really working.
Oh, interesting. Why, ever would it not be working?
Yeah, you were probably too busy. So, yeah, I require your services.
I mean, oh, what kind of services?
Here, please take this, and he will hand you an egg.
Oh,
Is it
what's it, buddy?
is it because she's a chicken?
I I am not a chicken.
You think she can
Um,
incubate it?
Let me double check what color it should be.
I'm
Um,
put one of me myself. I mean,
so it's a platinum colored egg.
Holy cow.
But there's small cracks in it. And he says, "Yeah, I think I accidentally sat on it wrong. So I just want you to take care of it. I'll pick it up here in a little bit though."
uh, is it yours?
Nope.
You're not gonna tell me what's in.
Well, it's an egg.
Right, what's in the egg?
Well, hopefully a dragon. Otherwise, that's a weird looking chicken egg.
I, for the last time, am not a chicken, but I will babysit, and I would like to fashion a front pack weirdly tied out of my purple fur coat. I pull out of my bag. Huzzah! Front pack.
Excellent. He looks at you and is like, "Okay, good job. Thanks." And he starts flying off.
Ah, this is not what I thought would
What?
happen when I
How
wanted
did
him to give me babies, but
how did this is a copper dragon, right?
Yeah.
How did a copper dragon end up with a platinum dragon's egg?
well, you see, when a mom
Hmm.
dragon and a daddy dragon love each other very much or have way too much wine,
But
uh,
he just said it's not his.
he,
He did say it's not his, and it is cracked a little bit.
so now we cradle Robin. Okay.
So yeah,
Can
he's
I
he's flying off at this point.
can I try casting some sort of healing on it to see if that helps?
It won't help. Don't. It's so
Okay.
so the creature is still alive. That's fine, but it's noticeably cracked.
I shall strum lullabies on my lyre while I walk.
Excellent. All right. Gemma, let's have you roll 3d20, please. Oh boy. All right. Can I have you please roll twice on the road/trail? Okay.
Did I do that right? Is that road/trail?
Yep. Well, I can't see if it's road/trail, but it's two encounters.
Yeah,
Um,
just weird that it's frost giants. Definitely
um,
didn't click tundra though.
let's see. Are these guys upgraded? If not, these are super easy to overcome. Give me 1 second. Ah, these guys are not upgraded. So, you guys can easily smack these three frost giants around and kill the mammoth. Um, three. Do you guys want to try and harvest at all?
Yes.
So, we gonna take all your money, money.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Okay. Who would like to do the medicine checks for the frost giants?
I think that I would.
Okay. Who's ever doing the medicine checks? We'll do the toenails, then the blood, then the hearts. So, yep. So three medicine checks. Okay. Give me a second. Um. Okay. Let's do the blood next. So three more medicine checks.
Should these be with advantage?
Yes. Yeah, just always have your sheet rolling so it's at advantage, just to kind of save time on stuff. Um, okay, do you want to re-roll the second one at all? It's still failing.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Let's do three more medicine checks, and these are for the hearts. Do you want to re-roll anything?
Yeah, I'll reroll the last one. It's a 20.
Okay, so Yami, if you could write down that you guys have.
Can I
Oh, yep,
can I force a reroll on that last medicine check?
absolutely.
The 20 fails, right?
Yes, the 20 will fail.
Yeah, okay, then I'd like to try and force a reroll on that.
Okay, that
There
will
we go.
succeed. So, Yami, can you please write down that you guys have uh, 3 frost giant toenails. Um, you have 12 vials of frost giant blood, and then you have 3 frost giant hearts. Let's see. The mammoth can also be skinned, basically. Excuse me. Those would be nature checks. Just 2 of them, if anyone wants to do that.
I have an 8 in nature. Does anybody have better?
Mm,
I have a 10.
There you go.
yep, that's better than me.
Okay, and one more. Okay, so Yami, also write down that you guys have mammoth skin as well as mammoth tusks. Okay. All right. Yoru, can I have you please roll 3d20? Okay, nothing happens on that day. Edna, can I have you please roll 3d20? All right, and Sam, same thing, 3d20, please. Oh yeah. So Sam, can I have you roll twice on the road/trail roll recursive? Okay, well, I'm not even going to bother with just 2 ogre priests, but you guys found some harvesting stuff again, so that's cool.
Whew.
Okay. Can each of you please make either a medicine or survival check, or if you are proficient with the herbalism kit, you may make an herbalism kit check.
I'll go ahead and cast Enhance Ability. Actually, no, I won't.
Okay. Um, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Okay, so, this makes it super easy for me. Thank you. So, Yami and Edna, can each of you please roll a 1d4? Okay. So, these are very rare plants. So between the 2 of you, you guys have found 5. Can I have everyone else please roll a 1d12? All right, so this is plus 8 on each, so that is 32. So that would be 40, 49, 51, 57 additional plants.
62 total.
Yep.
What is their sale price?
40 apiece. 40. Okay. And then really quick, let's see what the ogre bull priests have. If there's anything salvageable from them. Yes. Okay. Okay, do you guys want to try and harvest anything from these ogres, or do you want to move on?
We can harvest, right?
Okay. Are we still good on slots, Yami? For the bag of preserving? Perfect. Okay. So these are medicine checks. So let's just get 6 medicine checks altogether. Okay, so that last one would currently be failing. If you guys want to do anything about that, Yoru,
The
if you want to
28
try
plus
and
1?
no, sorry, the first to last one, so the 20.
Okay.
Um, Yoru, I don't know if you want to force a reroll so you guys aren't using your
I'll
inspiration.
force a.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll force a reroll on that.
perfect. Okay, so Yami, you guys have found, or excuse me, have harvested 2 ogre skins, 2 ogre stomachs, and 2 ogre hearts. All right, and by this point, we will say that you guys are about 3 days away from Candlekeep. So let's go the opposite direction this time. So Sam, let's have you roll 3d20 again. Okay, Edna, can I have you roll 3d20 as well? Oh yeah. All right, Edna, please roll twice on the roll recursive for road/trail. Okay. And then Yoru, let's have you roll 3d20. All right. You guys have made your way to Candlekeep. Um, so as you guys are approaching, there's a super long line of just people trying to get in. It doesn't take too long to get to the front though. There's basic shopping that you can do here. There's no selling of anything that you can do though. But they have basic supplies, kind of just think of like food trucks, basically, just lined up on either side, leading up to the entrance. What would you guys like to do, and what would you like to offer to try to gain access to Candlekeep's library?
I have a book.
Okay, which book is it again?
Flump meeting rituals?
Okay. Okay, so you present that when you get up to the front of the line?
Yeah, I made a copy of it too.
Okay. Are you giving the copy or the original?
Let's start with the copy.
They kind of look it over. They look at your party. Basically, a book will grant access for a party. Basically, so this would be good for all six of you. They look it over and they're like, well, I mean, it's not super rare. It's we like to typically take first editions, autographed if possible, but it is one we are missing. I suppose we could let you through. As you see, a few of the other scholars just kind of like looking the book over, and some of the less mature ones are giggling, right? Because this is also a picture book to describe how flumps mate. And so they are clearly distracted at this point, and they're just kind of like waving you guys along. So you guys will now have access to Candlekeep whenever you show up. Um, they will hand somebody will hand you a list of rules, basically. Yes. Uh, basically, for Candlekeep, it's pretty simple. There is zero fire magic of any kind. If any fire magic is detected, you will immediately be teleported out of Candlekeep and forever forbidden from entering again. You
Wait,
may
what makes us forbidden
What's
if
up?
we do it? What makes us forbidden if we do it?
Fire magic. So
Oh, okay.
anything that even if it doesn't deal damage, anything that produces fire.
I thought you said fart.
Yeah, maybe. Depending on which area of the which area of Candlekeep you're in. So
If
you
you don't crop dust somebody in the library, are you even a person?
so you may borrow any book that you wish, but all books stay inside Candlekeep proper. If you are a wizard, you may copy spells, but other than that, they don't typically like other people copying what books they have. Um, Let me see if I'm missing any other rules.
Can we take like generalized research notes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
citations?
absolutely. Um, I feel like I'm missing one rule. Da, 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 da. Oh, just like a typical library. When you're inside the library, be courteous of others. Try to stay quiet. And yeah, that's probably about it. If I think of anything else, I will let you guys know.
I will ask if they allow for private studies, like private study rooms.
Yeah, they have not necessarily closed off, but kind of like little alcoves here and there that you can just kind of say, hey, this is reserved, or hey, this is in use.
I'll take one of those.
Okay. Okay. So um, let's assume, just to make things simple, right, that you guys are spending at least a day here. And that's just to get settled. And they have, a place to put your cart. They have tents as well. You realize that a lot of people they don't shower when they come to Candlekeep unless they, uh, are told to because they smell too bad. Uh, and there's a small bathing station like outside the library and everything because most of the people that come to Candlekeep they just get so distracted and they don't think of anything else. So you have
Ugh.
various people coming around offering you food, offering you drinks, reminding you, hey, get some sleep, that sort of thing.
Touch some grass, you fucking nerd.
Um, so with that in mind, let's let's see what everyone is doing. So, Sam, what are you doing for this day while in Candlekeep? Um, give me a perception check. Not a whole lot of gossip to be heard, mainly because everyone is so engrossed with what they're actually doing. They're not necessarily socializing with anyone. Uh, still in mouse form, right? So heaviest of size in mouse form. Excellent. Edna, what are you doing for this day while in Candlekeep?
Oh my, I don't know. Edna is concerned about these young folks who just can't seem to get their heads out of a book. I mean, what kind of stuff are they being exposed to in between those pages, you know? Doesn't seem natural. What else is there to do in town besides study?
So this isn't so the difference between this and actual towns is that this isn't really a town. Think of it more of like a cliffside keep that has been solely
Okay.
converted into the biggest library in all of Faerun. So not
Well,
a whole lot outside of just studying or reading books and such.
oh dear. I don't think Edna is much the studying type, but maybe she'll try to find some books on, gardening and whatnot, because she's feeling not so good at that stuff, and then she'll probably fall asleep while she's reading, because
Oh,
she's
hey,
old
Edna.
lady.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
you can get yourself some books on how to tell when someone's lying in case you're at the card table.
Oh, I'll do that. So I'm gonna get some books, and then Edna's gonna fall asleep somewhere in the library.
Okay. Give me a Constitution check. Okay. So unfortunately, you get seated right in a very comfy chair. You open the book, and as soon as you open the book, you read like the first word, and then you just conk out. You don't get very far into the book, so you aren't able to glean
Nice.
anything from what you've read because you haven't really read anything.
That totally tracks. I'm okay with that.
All right, Yoru, what are you doing for this day?
I'd like to go to the sort of the alcove that I got, and I'd cast Private Sanctum. Where is it? There it
Okay.
is. I'll cast Private Sanctum. Then after that, I'd like to look for books on religious figures, specifically Zahak.
Okay. Yeah, give me a investigation roll.
Okay. Blah. Can I re-roll that
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
Chronal Shift? How many inspirations do we have?
You guys are currently sitting at 6 because
Hmm.
one was
I'll
used. Well,
I'll
because one was used early on, Yami.
yeah.
But it's been half an hour. Oh, right.
I'm gonna yeah. There we go.
Okay.
I use Chronal Shift, not
Okay.
a thing.
Perfect. So you find vague references to them. The issue is, and I don't as a DM and as a player, because I only started with 5e. I don't know too much about the different like sunderings and stuff where magic was gone for a while and then it came back and all this other stuff. But there's been a number of shifts between which deities were actually powerful, which were actually considered deities, and at what time. So at one point, you do know that they were a deity, but then they just kind of dropped off the map. There isn't a lot of recent knowledge about them, but the basic knowledge that you can gather is kind of what you already know. in terms of they are very ambitious. They just like to conquer just because, and they were not well received by humanoid races, unless you were, um, typically of like the barbarian tribes or people that value uh, power and strength over everything else.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Gemma, what are you doing for the day?
So, in preparation for coming to Candlekeep, I would have been brewing like potions of enhanceability.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm going to be looking for books, and I assume I'm like one subject at a time. So, I want to start with the Kingdom of Astoria or the History of Giants.
Okay. Um, Give me an investigation check. Okay. So you find a book written by some human. We'll say a couple hundred years ago. And they will preface this whole thing by saying that not much is known about the kingdom because at the time things were not actually written down in into books or things. They were typically sang as ballads, to pass information down. But those have been lost for quite some time. But you do know that the kingdom of Astoria covered. Um, oh gosh, I had this information. How big it was? It basically covered. Uh, so let me take you guys back to this other map really quick. So I just want to kind of point this out. So the Eye of the Allfather is definitely mentioned, actually, as being near where the capital of the kingdom of Astoria was. Uh, but this whole region was all part of the kingdom of Astoria. All to the north was part of it, and all the way to the west, past this giant glacier area, that was also part of the kingdom of Astoria. So this was a massive, massive kingdom. Uh, it stretched as far south. Um, I think another couple hundred miles south of Candlekeep is where it stretched to as well. And then
Okay, how far east again?
far east. Let me get my big map.
If you don't want to do this right now, you could tell me later as well.
So we will say. Just to make things simple, we'll say that it stretched all the way down to Ethkatla. It probably went farther, but for right now, it went to Ethkatla. And then it went from Waterdeep, if you just draw a straight line. Whoops. It went at least 1,500 miles east.
Okay.
So way past
How
what you
far is that?
guys, yeah, so way past
Okay,
what you
so
guys have on the map.
just all of this then.
Yeah.
Okay. So that gives me some idea of the scope. Does it have information about the ordning,
Not the
um,
ordning, but it does. Let me see. What information have I
or
been
where the
given?
different types of giants lived,
It doesn't have
where
the
they were
regions,
clustered?
but it does have. It will say that the kingdom of Astoria was separated into 7 regions, one for each of the type of giant.
Okay, there's only 6 runes.
hmm Give me a
Does
history
it say
check.
what the giant?
Yeah,
Okay.
give me a
Dun,
history
dun.
check.
No guidance on that.
You're not. Yeah. There's only 6 runes. I will give you the names though of the different giants. The 7 different giants. I'll put that in the acquired giant knowledge handout.
Okay.
Probably towards the end of session. Uh, so the names are Vilmos, Niceus, Ruck, Otar, Masud. Let's see. I think it's Obadiah and Lanixis. Lanixis. Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Yep. So there are 7 types of giants that this region, and that's not including like lesser giants and stuff. So it's just the main 7 types of giants that these regions were given to.
Okay. So I want to try to map at least 6 of those to the other types of giants that we know. We can assume that 6 survived and that it
Sure.
wasn't more than that, but it could not be the case as well. I would also like to use a spell. I would like to use a divination spell and ask if I've found the best source of knowledge on the Kingdom of Astoria that Candlekeep has to offer.
Okay. Phrase that question again, just so that I can process it.
Have I found the best source of knowledge on the Kingdom of Astoria that Candlekeep has to offer
All
in terms of
right.
a book?
And can you post the divination spell really quick?
And I'll pay 25 gold for this.
Hmm, I'm going to just for ease. I'm going to say yes. Because that's the information that I just gave you is actually a very one of the more important aspects of the history of Astoria.
Okay.
All right. Yami, what are you doing on this day?
Does Yami know how to read?
You could find a demonology book.
Ooh.
Put some names to some faces.
Okay. Okay, so you're just kind of relaxing and hanging out at this point. Okay. Uh, okay. Karu, what are you doing on this day in Candlekeep?
Is there uh a librarian of sorts?
Yes, there are hundreds of librarians here.
I'd like to find the one that looks the most impressionable and approach them.
Oh God.
God.
Okay. Give me a perception or survival check.
Um, fine. That seems hardly fair, but would it be stealth? Can I sneak up on them?
This is more just to kind of try and find one. Not like you, yeah, you could easily sneak up on it. This is more just to find the one that would be most impressionable. Okay.
Ugh, I'm
Um,
not good at deception.
so you get distracted early on. You don't know if they're super impressionable, but you do find one of the librarians that were outside, letting people in that actually did take a look at the mating ritual book.
Did he giggle?
Yes.
Fantastic. Hello. I am looking for three sets of books, and you looked so capable and intelligent. I thought you would probably be the best librarian to ask.
Well, I don't know about that. I only started recently, but I can certainly try and help.
Really? Only recently? My goodness, you have such confidence in the way that you stand. I could have sworn you've been here for years.
And he's like totally slouched over and everything. Go ahead and continue. Yes,
Well,
absolutely,
anyway,
Sam. You can absolutely be listening to this exchange.
as you can see, I am an expectant mother, and I am looking for three separate books. One of them would be the mating habits and gestation, the protocols for dragons, particularly of the metallic type. Uh, do you have any of those?
I believe we do. Yes.
Fantastic. Number two, I need historic records of shipwrecks from the local area.
I like it. I like it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I, we don't really keep track of that. You could probably.
You don't have any, oh, how does one say, stories of great battles that happened out in, the Sea of Swords or anything like that over the Sword Coast. Nothing like that.
I mean, I could check, but most of the times the stories are not they're not able to be verified, and so they're just kind of stories. That's all they are. Um,
Understandable.
if you
I'll
want
take it.
if you want actionable information, though, Baldur's Gate and Athkatla are port cities, so I'm sure that they would have more information.
Oh gosh. A library without historic records of the local area. I did not expect that. Well, my third book I would like to request is experimental music, particularly if you have anything that causes physical changes when certain notes are played.
No, we don't have that.
Shame. You seem like the type of fellow that would know what the brown note is.
What?
They don't have those. No.
All right. Oh, I guess lastly, do you have anything on like ancient giant lore or anything like that?
Yes, yes, absolutely. And they will actually end up taking you over to where Gemma is.
Ah, probably don't have that anim fella, huh? I tried to get a person for you.
I appreciate that.
Daily basis. Um, so they do have the book on the dragon stuff. What specifically are you trying to look for?
General dragon care. It's kind of a what to expect when you're expecting for dragons. What happens when they hatch. Uh, what to expect in the first 3 months. That sort of thing.
Yeah, they
Those are
have basic stuff like that. Basically, it boils down to uh, most dragons. For example, like a red dragon, right? So this is more just dragons in general, not necessarily metallic. Just dragons in general. So like if you have a red dragon, right, you want to keep the egg warm, right? Because it's fire, it's that sort of thing. If it's like a green dragon, you want to keep it in kind of like very very like poisonous or kind of like a nasty odor environment, basically. I'm just making this stuff up on the fly, by the way. So, with a platinum
It's not
dragon,
just
though, there is
fire was actually
no there was no reference of a platinum dragon ever having eggs.
That's so upsetting. How do you not account for the platinum ones? They're the ones that actually talk to people. And people can have the chance to write it down.
The librarian will look at you and say, "Well, platinum dragons have been extinct for, well, I mean, as far back as I know."
Great. Now I have to take notes. All right, shipwrecks are.
I guess there's, I'm sure you just sail out into the Sea of Swords. There's a bunch of shipwrecks out there. We don't have uh, the exact location of them, though.
Hmm. We don't have naval battles. We don't have draconic information. We don't have brown notes. What kind of library is this? What's your favorite book?
Well, now it's the mating rituals of flumps, because I can summon a flump.
For what exactly?
What?
And like then he like realized that he spoke out loud and he was like, "Oh, I really like this cookbook."
Wait, does the book give instructions on how to summon flumps?
No, 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 no. But there's other books on how to summon flumps.
He wants to perform the mating ritual on the flutes.
I thought it
You're,
was about flumps with each other.
yes, you're getting more of the vibe that he's curious whether it's appropriate or not. He's still curious.
Is this like a
Oh.
voyeur thing, or he's gonna bring a flump for his personal use?
You don't know.
Do you have an entire section on the sexual habits of large monsters?
Well, yes. And as he gladly starts leading you there, and there's basically like the mating rituals of, and then there's just different creatures. It's
Oh,
just a
fantastic.
whole
I'll just get it
section.
you hours.
Not humanoid creatures though. More creatures that would be classified as monsters.
Even better.
Okay.
I don't like things with hands.
All right. Do you guys want to spend another day here? Do you have more information you want to look up, or would you like to continue on towards Athkatla?
I need another day.
I got one or two more things.
Okay. So let's do this. So Karu, Yami, Edna, and Sam, do any of you have anything you want to look up on this second day?
If Karu wants to help, I'm gonna be looking up for stuff about Bill.
Huzzah! Should I go get the little man again?
Yeah, probably.
Yoo-hoo! I go find the man looking at the filth again.
Okay. Um. Ooh, do I want to do that? Sam, give me a stealth roll, please. Edna, you are easily able to find the comfiest chair and take another nap. Sam, you do find a secret room. Do you want to try and enter? Okay. Inside, you find what appears to be an otter, dressed in scholarly robes, muttering to himself in common and writing
Oh,
stuff
that's
down in a spellbook. Next to him uh, is this creature. Give me a second. Let it come on. Out on the map. is this creature. It's a little flying elephant. That's also just flying around, really bored, basically.
Didn't somebody have a Tressum?
What's up?
Didn't somebody have a Tressum?
Perhaps.
Sam has a Tressum.
It is my life goal to have all of the pets.
Have a menagerie.
Truth. Can I hear what this guy's saying?
He's just muttering stuff to himself. Basically like, okay, yep. There's a line here. There's a line here. Oh, that's where I went wrong with that casting last time. Okay, and it looks like he's scribing stuff into a spell book.
Okay. I am going to return to my normal form, and I'm just going to tap him on the shoulder and say, "What you doing?"
And as you return to your normal form, the flying elephant lets out a startled trumpet.
Does the rest of the party hear this trumpet?
No, not from where you guys are at. Candlekeep is very, very large. Um, um, Sam, what's your alignment?
What is it on my sheet, or how have I been acting recently?
Either or.
Neutral, good.
Okay, excellent. I need a Constitution saving throw. Okay, you just meet the DC, so instead of 17 damage, you actually end up taking no damage because you are of good alignment. As this elephant trumpets in surprise, sparkles come out of its trumpet. But when it realizes that you don't take any damage, it doesn't seem to affect you. It's like, oh hi, how's it going?
Oh my god.
Adorable.
And the otter, when you tapped him, he accidentally smudged a mark. He's like, oh my gosh, Lulu, shut up, please and thank you. You stop bugging me. I'm busy.
Can I have Lulu?
No, you can't have me. Sorry. I am
Thanks.
I am nobody's. I am mine.
I gotta have the boy. This sucks.
What you doing in here? Cannot hear you. You may have to exit the voice and then just rejoin. Okay, while we're waiting for Sam to reconnect. Um, okay, really quick, Yoru, what are you looking for?
I'm gonna go and find blueprints of Waterdeep, recent ones and old ones, and I'm gonna see if I can notice any inconsistencies.
Um, give me an investigation check.
I will re-roll that. Does anybody mind if I use a DM inspiration?
It's the next day, so you should have your chronal shift.
Yeah,
possible.
but if I use it, I have to use the result.
Yeah, yeah. Using an inspiration is fine. Fine by me, at least. Oof.
Yeah, I'm gonna chronal shift. Motherfucker. All right.
I mean, there's small inconsistencies here and there, as things would get built and stuff, but it doesn't look like they have the most recent updates as far as everything that's happened, right? I think it's been less than 2 months, right? And that's a pretty big journey for somebody, for any regular person, right? To go from Candlekeep to Waterdeep, because typically they only travel 24 miles a day, not 84 miles a day.
Specifically, what I was looking for was, any sort of in the sewers or anything. If there's any sort of hidden rooms. The idea is somebody has the dragon stuff, right? And nobody
Yes.
knows where it is. So I'm trying to see if there's anywhere where they'd hide. Because it's got to be in Waterdeep still.
Do I want to do that? See, the nice thing about having ran so many different 5e campaigns is that I know a lot of how stuff is intertwined. Sure, give me an investigation check.
Another one. Okay, maybe we can do it this time. Yes!
So you don't know. Obviously, there's no way to tell if the staff would be at this location or not, right? But you do notice in an older map there appears to be a like a small network separate from the sewer tunnels beneath Waterdeep. But then in a newer version, it seems to be gone.
Okay, then I will cast Private Sanctum
Okay.
again, and I will discreetly as I can inside my Private Sanctum begin copying down this new network,
Yeah, absolutely.
making notes of it.
You are absolutely and easily able to do so. Candlekeep will even provide tracing paper.
Oh, they don't. Okay, I thought they would get upset at me for copying. Never mind.
No, 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 no. It's just
I think they don't want you to copy the whole book.
Yeah, okay.
It's not that. It's more of just most people that show up, right? They're only here to copy spells. And so you don't actually see a lot of people copying other stuff. So they just assume, oh, nobody else wants information unless you're a wizard.
Yeah.
Okay. Really quick, Sam, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Barely.
Barley.
We can hear a fan or something in the background.
That's the fan of my computer. I'm trying to join with my browser. I didn't even know I had a mic attached to this.
It's the always watching.
I basically want to know what Lulu is and what the scribe's up to. So anything Lulu wants to chat about.
So the otter, I don't remember his name. I can find the name later. But he will introduce himself, but then go back to just scribing. It looks like he will say that it's his spell book that he's copying over. It's always safe to have one or two backups. But Lulu will say, "Hi, I'm Lulu. I'm a Hollyphant."
Oh, it's so cute.
Lulu, you are absolutely adorable.
Yeah, I know.
She knows. Oh, you're precious.
My heart
Are you
can't
just
take it.
keeping watch? What are you doing in here?
I'm just hanging out. I don't really have anything else to do, so yeah, I'm just hanging out with my good friend Otter Person here.
Person, oh look, ask him if he wants to come with us.
Do you want to go on an adventure?
Ooh, adventure. That does sound fun. No, I probably shouldn't. Last time I went on an adventure, I lost my memories.
So much money. I'll give him so much money.
I mean, this adventure probably will not result in you losing money. We're going to go avenge Ghost. Doesn't that sound fun?
No, ghosts scare me. You know what does sound fun,
No.
though? We can travel to hell together.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God.
Oh my god.
How do we do that? That sounds like fun.
Mm, I think my otter friend can send us there.
I better ask my friends if they would go to hell too. Sam, Sam just said, I'll be back in a little bit, and Sam's gonna go find everybody else and relay her
Okay,
experience with Lulu.
have fun.
You guys want to go to hell?
Let me get this straight.
Can we?
I thought we
Can we
were
get back?
friends.
Vomited glitter on you, and then asked you if you wanted to go to hell. And
Yeah.
now you're back.
I thought we were friends,
Is
Sam.
this the
The
quest
hell?
hook for Descent into a Furnace?
Yes.
Is this actually?
This is actually a real thing. Yeah. Again, I have ran so many different official, 5e adventures that when you guys go places, hey, I'll throw random hooks in that don't actually pertain to this campaign, but I will gladly just kind of, if you guys want to go off the rails, this is your guys'
Just
campaign.
metagame. How long does this Descent into a Furnace take?
Depends on if you survive or not.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's,
I need to talk to this elephant.
Is it like
it's,
10 character levels?
um,
Is it a whole other campaign?
I don't know if it's 10 character level. Again, it may be
I
faster for
think
you guys. It's just you guys are already higher level, right? Than
yeah,
than
I
a
think
lot
it
of these
takes you to
hooks.
13.
So it would really depend on what you guys do.
I need to talk to my
So I will say, so I'll post this in a handout later on as well. Is that you guys do know that now the Hollyfont Lulu has offered to take you to hell with her because she thinks that would be a fun adventure.
Oh my god. Oh.
Okay,
It's 12
so
things. I can't.
so really quick, let's I think Gemma and Karu, you two are the only two left for this day who have to research something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What are
looking
you looking for?
for anything about Bill, the Nimblewright from Waterdeep, anything about the island where Nimblewrights are from that we heard mention of before, and then Nimblewrights more generally.
Okay.
And I'd like to persuade him really nicely to search his memory really hard.
Okay. I think it's down this aisle, next to M, or excuse me, in the N section. For nimble rights. Yes. Uh, come, follow me. Um,
Does he know what
so
a nimble is?
let's see, nimble rights.
Do you guys use like the Dewey Decimal System?
No, all the librarians just know where shit's at. Which you're getting the feeling like that's why a lot of people just spend days and days on end in here is because there's no like there's some organization, but other than that, you're just kind of looking at each, the spine of each book and like, is this what I? No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. um. All right. So not a whole lot is known about nimble rights in general, just because it's something that uh, has not nimble rights have not been created for quite some time. Basically, nimble rights used to be created by high level arcane casters. and it was very hard to do just because it required a lot of money and power. The creators had to know certain spells that are no longer in use basically anymore.
Do I know
Um,
which spells these are?
yes. So they had to know the spells Quest, Haste, Limited Wish, and Polymorph any object. And over the centuries, these spells um, have been modified and kind of upgraded to the spells that you know now, basically. So Quest is now Gaius. Uh, Limited Wish is just Wish, and Polymorph any object is Polymorph. So they've been kind of simplified. But
I feel like the only spell you would really need for that is Wish, but maybe that's
no,
just me.
nope. Because this goes into more detail of what actually was needed. So you needed over 500 pounds of precious metal alloys. The creator needed to either know sculpting or masonry. The body itself alone cost about 15,000 gold, um, with the ritual as a whole costing about 35,000 gold. And then, very similar to golems, nimble rights were created by binding an elemental, in a nimble rights case, a water elemental, to an artificial body, and binding it to the creator's will. So, the reason why nimble rights were no longer created, besides the fact that it does cost a lot of money and power and whatnot, was that some nimble rights started taking on personalities of their own, which became extremely detrimental to those creating them, right? You know, the created rising up against their creators sort of deal. So they quit creating them.
So
Um,
how old is Waterdeep again?
oh gosh. Water deep.
Or maybe a better question is, if I already know how old Waterdeep is, like, am I finding references to Nimble Rights created before then? Since
Um,
Bill is older than Waterdeep.
so you're finding references, like generic references on like, hey, nimble rights were created before Waterdeep was founded. There is a note though that there are four known nimble rights in existence.
Okay. Does it say who they are?
It says that they are. Give me a second. Da-da-da-da. Okay. It says that they belong to the Sea Maidens Fair, which, having spent some time in Waterdeep and in Luskan, you guys would know that the Sea Maidens Fair is a group of four ships that basically travel from port to town, providing circus events, effectively. It's a giant circus, basically.
Okay, I'll be looking up their schedule in Ethcatla.
But yeah, that's mainly all you can find out about um, nimble rights.
Okay.
All right, so you guys have spent 2 days here. Do you want to spend any more time, or do you want to continue on?
Oh, I'm sorry. One more
Oh,
question. I asked
yes.
about the island. Did I say anything about that?
Oh, where they're created.
Yeah.
So, the island. Let me look this up. So the island is called Lantan, Lantan. and it used to be in the ocean north of the Chiltern Peninsula. At some point, though, I'm just reading
This
up.
is Atlantis, isn't it?
Well, kind of. I'm just reading up um, information. So Lantan at one point was da, 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 da. So it basically disappeared during the what's known as the Spell Plague.
Okay.
Again, it's another major event, in just Faerun in general in its histories. At
Mhm.
this point, it would have been just over 100 years ago that this happened. And then we'll say about 10 years ago, it just magically returned to its spot, where it used to be. However, when it did so, uh, it was even more secretive. Like they didn't let outsiders onto the island anymore. So that's probably also why nimble rights were no longer created. Is something happened while they were gone that that they refused to make nimble rights anymore. People do know though that in addition to being more secretive than they were before, their technology also advanced significantly more than the rest of Faerun.
Hmm. Well, it's possible that some like immortal creator just got back to this realm 10 years ago and finally found Bill or whatever. It's possible that this is even a source for the weirdness that's happened.
Yep.
So I know
Mhm.
as a person like me, I know that why it disappeared, why it came back. Can I make a history check to see if my character might know that about like the world splitting or whatever?
Oh yeah, that would just be common knowledge. That is part of the
Okay.
spell plague itself. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so references like that when I give like big actual historical references, that's just something that you guys can just ask around. Most people know vaguely of the event itself. So that's definitely
So
widespread knowledge.
so I guess then I would be interested in any information in Candlekeep about Abir, like the other half of like Aber Toril.
Um,
If that's where Lanton went for who knows how long. When did it disappear again?
about 100 years ago.
With the
So
spell plague, right? Okay.
yeah. They don't actually have any information about it. They just know that supposedly it is a location.
Okay.
Okay, so do you guys want to stay here another day, or would you like to continue on?
I don't mind continuing on.
Yeah, I'm done with my research.
Do we have a teleportation circle in this area, right? Is it in Candlekeep?
No, you guys have no teleportation circles here. So
Where do we
Oh,
have them then?
anything south of Waterdeep, there is no current way to quickly get there. You do have an opportunity once you get to Athkatla. If you wish, you could either commission a teleportation circle to get created, or you could cast it yourself. In order to make it permanent, though, it does take a full year to do so.
Okay, that's fine.
um, would that be connected to the Harbors network?
No, that would be directly connect. That would be you guys. Like you guys would know
Okay.
the sigil,
Okay, okay.
Or you could either persuade or convince the guild, hey, it's in the guild's best interest to have any guild member can teleport from A to B, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have about another 5 days to get to Athkatla. So let's
Oh,
have.
sorry.
Oh,
One more question about Candlekeep. Can we
yes.
come back, or do we need a new book?
No, you got just to make things simple. Typically, it's a book upon entrance or entry each time. Uh, but I don't really feel like doing that or coming up with random book names.
Oh, did we want more information on our hell offer?
Yes, I want to go to hell.
Do other people want to go to hell?
Yes, yes, I want to go to hell.
I'll
Well,
go to hell.
okay.
I'm just wondering if we go like right now, today.
Hmm.
Maybe we can ask, how long of a trip
It's a hell of a good
it's
time.
gonna be.
No, I like that, but I promise you I will try not to do puns. I hate puns. So, I
You hate
I
puns?
hate
That's a
them
damn
so bad.
shame.
Oh, you
Um,
shouldn't have said that out loud.
oh no, stop. Okay, so let's say you get, towards the evening, you guys kind of all meet up, and you're like, hey, Lulu, tell us more, yada, yada, yada. And Lulu's like, well, I think I know some people down there.
Oh no.
I think I have a friend down there. I don't really remember though. I think she's evil now. But yeah, I think it would be a really fun adventure, and maybe we could get my memories back.
That sounds like an amazing idea. Also, would you like a taco?
Sure.
Buy this elephant 80 tacos.
Well, are there demons in hell or devils?
Yes.
Mm, I don't know. And the otter wizard will go. There's both.
Okay.
See, now this guy knows stuff.
While we're in Candlekeep, should we do any research about hell before we go? Trial error. Oh my god.
Yes. No, he will say that his simulacrum will teleport you down there. But then he's out. He is. This is not his journey. He's already rescued Lulu once. He is not ready to head back down there.
Um,
What's gonna happen to the pimp wagon?
You can keep it parked here.
That's gonna be a ticket and a half.
um, we should tell people we're going before we go, right? Maybe send a message to the guild or something.
Just like, hey, Harshnag, we're going to hell. Bye.
Yeah,
Oh, lovely. I'll send him a message.
Um, we have a bunch of stuff we need to sell.
Yeah, so because this would take just a smidgen, and I say that non-sarcastically, a smidgen of prep work for me to get done, and if you guys do want to go to hell, uh, I would suggest you guys travel to Athkatla, sell whatever you can, because you do have stuff from last session as well to sell, and then travel back to Candlekeep. That will also help make it so that we have technically a full session, and you guys have the opportunity to buy stuff, anything you can think of, and then we'll be ready to send you guys down starting next session.
I want to take Lulu.
I will just say this will be a very funny way to have Teal'c come back. Oh, hey, we're going to hell. and then get teleported.
Is Lulu a predator?
Is what?
Is Lulu a predator?
No.
Do we have any sense of the urgency of this giant situation?
He's been dead
There
long
is no
enough. He can be
sense to
dead for a little
it.
bit
No.
longer.
You don't know. I mean,
Well,
so the giants in general, right? They're attacking everywhere. You don't know if it's something that can get done quickly or not. Um, you do think though that like if you decided to retire for a year or two, right, and then come back, it may be in worse condition, but uh, if you take a few side trips here and there, it shouldn't be too bad.
going to hell is just a side trip. Just a quick jaunt.
Hmm.
Well, so hell is a different plane of existence, right?
Yes.
You can't use teleport to get out of it.
Nope.
It'll be a long time before any of us has plane shift. And we don't even have like a tuning rod for the material plane.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Does Otter Person have any ideas about how we would get back?
I, I'm sure there's people down there that you could make deals with and get sent back.
Okay. Making deals with devils in hell. That sounds like a great plan.
Oh, it happens all the time. They may try to, um, you know, be kind of malicious in their deals, but devils will at least uphold the bargain.
Okay.
So,
Well, Athkatla and then back here.
okay. Is that work
Does that
for
sound good?
everyone? So I need actual, like, in roll 20, right? Type yes for you're going to hell. No, you don't want to. What's a Georgia? All right. Edna. Is Edna still sleeping in her comfy chair? Hell yes. All right. Excellent. So,
I was just thinking,
oh
if we anger God with things, what's the worst he's gonna do? Send us to hell?
no, there's much
Not send
worse.
us back, I think.
No, there's much worse. Okay, so let's have Gemma. Can I have you roll 3d20, please? And we'll get you guys to Athkatla, do whatever we can, and then we'll get you guys back to Candlekeep. All right,
How long
Yami,
is it?
can I have you roll 3d20? Okay, Karu, can I have you roll 3d20? All right, we'll go back the other way again. So Karu, roll another 3d20.
You just don't like me.
And Yami, roll 3d20. Okay, cool. So the rest of that portion of the trip uh, transpired without incident.
What can we buy?
Give me a second. So that's a total of 18 days. Is this. What day are we on? We are on. No, we are not on this day anymore.
I think we were on like 240 when we left off.
242.
242, okay.
Yep. I ended up making out handouts ahead of time for like the next
Is it
80
different in
days.
Athkatla or Baldur's Gate? Or I mean, Waterdeep. Or
No. It's still the same stuff. There's just some other stuff that happens. Okay, so these are a list of all the items you guys can buy here in Athkatla. And this is actually the starting of day one for this stock. Give me a second to see. Where's the party loot? Okay, I didn't write that down. Okay, give me 1 second to find my notes from last session. Do start figuring out though what you guys want to sell from the bag of preserving, if you want to sell anything at all. While I find this stuff.
But if you guys want to keep anything, yeah. I'm also ready to persuade.
I don't know that we have any mundane items. Unless we got stuff
You
off
do have a
Frost Giants.
few. Yeah, you have a few like great axes and stuff, but I think there was a bunch of stuff from last session too. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
find where I
Harvest a
wrote
bunch.
it.
I made a handout for everything I wanted to sell, but some of that stuff's in our guild vault.
Well, I mean
last two
that's
things.
fine because Athkatla has a guild hall.
Okay.
I've got like mammoth skins and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff seems good to send out. For me personally.
There's a little bit of overlap with Yami's list.
Okay, I thought I had a handout that just had party loot in general.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just saying between my thing and your thing, Yami. I didn't want to double count anything, so. There's guild item vault. Or are you talking about a personal thing?
No, there was another handout I thought I used to have. Because remember, there was a bunch of stuff that you guys couldn't sell last time because you ended the session in Warlock's Keep or Crypt.
Yeah. Anything we had is on that list. We had two other things besides that we got, which was an emerald elemental gem, which I think went to Karoo, or maybe I don't know where that went. And then there was the saddle of the Cavalier, which we were holding on to for.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. The very rare herbs. Okay, yep. Because I do remember that you guys also had that from last time as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure that we're selling everything. Karoo, if somebody does want to do a persuasion roll, just for the great axes, the morning stars, and the javelins that you got off the frost giant and the ogre priests, you can just to see if you get them for any, or if you get anything more for them.
You can drink a
Be
potion
the
of
guy.
enhance ability. And I'll guide you.
Huzzah! How many times am I hitting the persuade button? Just the once?
Just once.
Just the once.
Do you want to use an inspiration on that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh wow.
Okay, there we go. So, well, actually, is that enough? Hold up.
The
You're level
31?
10, right?
Yep.
Let's see, a 30. Oh, well, yeah, I'd take the first number.
It's a
31.
31.
Yeah, yeah. Two times. Ooh, that is. You needed a 30 to get the 150%.
That
Yes.
was
So, like I said, it's going to start scaling up really quickly as you guys get higher levels. It is still possible, though. I did calculate that ahead of time. Okay, so let's do this really quick. Do you guys want to sell all of that stuff that Gemma had in that handout, or on that table, I should say?
Uh, what did we need to upgrade the bag of preserving again?
Ogre stomach, a single ogre stomach.
Okay.
But know that Teal'c's belt of fire giant strength still has another. Let's see, that's 20. So another 11 days. So the the bag of preserving wouldn't be started until after the belt is finished.
Yeah, but we could have it kind of in the queue, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely.
So maybe leave behind one ogre stomach to go with that bag of preserving that we have. How
Gotcha.
much is that going to cost us?
Not a whole lot actually. Let me. I have so many handouts right now. Crafting, 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 crafting.
We need to pick up that belt in
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep,
hmm
so we have to go back to Waterdeep
Um,
if we want.
the upgraded bag of preserving, I think I have it as rare. How much is the ogre stomach? Ogre stomach is 30. So it would cost 4,970 gold.
Do you deduct the cost of the original magic item or no?
Yes. Yeah, that's with the deduction.
Okay. 4,970. Yeah, if everybody else is good, we could deduct that from our party fund.
Okay.
And just queue that up to be made.
All right. So yeah, you could chill the 11 more days here if you guys wanted, and then head back. It's only a 5-day journey back to Candlekeep, anyways. But
Well,
you do.
we need to go back to Waterdeep to get the belt if we want to do that, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. So here's what we can do. Um, we can, if you guys, actually, this would be perfect. So if you guys spend a day here, no, or excuse me, if you guys actually, so as soon as you arrive in Athkatla, right, if you head straight back up to Waterdeep right now on the ship, you will get to Waterdeep in 10 days, and then you can spend a day in Waterdeep, and the belt will be done. Then it'll take
Okay, and then we
another
just need to.
10 days, yeah, to get back down to Athkatla, hitching a ride on the ship that travels back and forth. Or you can set up a teleportation circle here. Your guys' choice.
Well, it won't be permanent, right?
No, but you could ask somebody to cast it every day for a year.
Okay, how much would that cost?
Actually, that would be a lot for right now. That would be over 36,000 gold.
How much is
Crap.
it for them to cast at once?
It's just 50 gold. Because it consumes the material components.
We could just plan it for now so that we have it once, so we can come back on the day that we're ready to come back.
Oh, and just keep the cart in Waterdeep.
Yeah. Or keep it here, either way. But we can, by the time we get back, we should be able to teleport to Waterdeep.
Okay, let's do this then to make things simple. Let's. I forgot how much stuff you guys have. So let's actually end the session early while I calculate everything. I'll let you guys know how much you guys actually have. And then next session we can do a hybrid of finishing up anything up here on the material plane that you guys need, whether it's the belt, the bag of reserving, buying items, and then I will tell you that will give me time to have the otter person for me to find his name, as well as he has some information to tell you guys to kind of warn you guys about before heading down there. So we'll take a one session buffer before actually heading down to hell and starting that campaign. That way we're not, um, trying to time crunch on anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to
go ahead.
sell everything that's on that list,
Okay.
and then everything from Yami's bag from 9 to 16, except for one ogre stomach.
Except for one ogre stomach. Okay. Yeah, I will oh my gosh, cross reference. I can speak. Everything. And make sure that it's all getting sold. Cool. Okay, so with that, we will end the session. Thank you all for showing up, and yeah, the next few sessions should be interesting. Um, yeah, this will be interesting. This will give me a chance to brush up on my Hell book.
Hey, wait, what am I supposed to do with the baby? I can't take
I'm.
a baby
I
to
mean, you
hell.
can take it with you.
Be warm.
It's
Will it
It'd be good
hatch?
for
honestly, it's
incubation.
honestly, you can either take it with you or basically abandon it because Vex gave it to you to look after.
It's just it- when I wanted him to give me a baby, this is not what I expected. Oh dear. All right. Well,
We can maybe ask some more questions about that before we go, too.
yeah, I gotta ask if he has any hatching instructions. I mean, maybe he can ask his mom. Oh God, I'm getting parenting advice from his mother. I never hear the end of it. Does his mother even know?
We can use sending to try to meet with him around Waterdeep.
Bro. All right. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna tuck him into your pimp wagon, all snuggly wuggly.
All right, sounds good. I will see you guys next session with
Bye.
a lot of information and interesting stuff to chat about.
Yeah.
See you next session.
See you in hell. Next time.